Hey, how's it? This is Michael Jullian with Launch Expose, online business creation and motivation for online entrepreneurs in 2021 and moving into 2022. Thanks so much for visiting my YouTube channel and following me on my journey at the end of this year, moving into 2022. And if you find the information and resources helpful here on my channel and in my videos, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me put the word out to those who are interested in receiving information about building a passive income business online and primarily how to create courses as digital downloadable products to make passive income into your bank account. So today's video was a piece of an ebook that I'm putting together that's going to be out very soon. And I was really drilling down on the importance of why you need to define an online business plan as a very first step, the very first thing you do in terms of laying this thing out and how you go about it in terms of creating passive income online. And I decided to piece it together here. We're going to jump into the first lesson that I do in the ebook. And after you're done watching the video, if for any reason you are interested in receiving additional information on the launch of the ebook and when it'll be available, you can click the link down below in the description and it'll take you right to my website. You can actually sign up on my list and I'll keep you informed when it's available. You can download it and learn how to get going right away. So without further ado, let's get into building your online business plan. Okay, welcome to lesson 2, creating your online passive income business plan. Incredibly, imperatively important as a very first practical step to get going and creating a business online to make passive income. And it's incredibly simplistic to do. It's not sophisticated. A good business plan is supposed to be basic. It's supposed to be to the point. It's supposed to be descriptive, and it's supposed to be simple for your potential prospects to look at, people who are interested in your product or service. So I'm going to go over the things that are needed in terms of creating a business plan, and that incorporates an overview, a message, and a marketing message, and a description of your product or service that you're going to offer online to make passive income. So what I'm going to do here is just give you a little food for thought in terms of what it actually becomes. And that is that if you've got that passion and you're willing to grind to get this first step accomplished, what it does is it helps you on a day-by-day basis to reaffirm what you're going to be doing in each next step. And it starts to become a muscle. It starts to feel really good because it brings clarity to what you're trying to actually accomplish in the end result when you have digital downloadable knowledge-based products and services to sell online to make passive income. So let's get into the core mechanics of actually what a business plan entails and the few things that you need to do, 3 or 4 steps, that's all they are, in terms of laying out a really definitive business plan to move your business forward. All right, let's get going here. All right, so now it's time to jump into the 4 core components of an online business plan in the outline and what we need to do to actually grind and get this accomplished. First things first, we need to create an overview. So what is a company overview? What is an online business company overview? A company overview provides your reader or your potential prospects, people who are looking at your content online, with a basic understanding of your background and information about your company so that they have a clear understanding of what you do and what the management team does and who they are in the event that you're working with team members. In the event that you are an entrepreneur and you are a freelancer, it's what's going to help them really connect to you personally and your brand to understand what business solution you serve in terms of their interest. And I also strongly suggest that when you're doing your overview to potentially add 1 to 3 more bullets that list problems that could be solved with the services that your company provides or your field of expertise. Second component is building your message. So how do you write a business message? One, the most imperative thing is you need to learn your audience. So really get out there online, get on YouTube, get on social media and start to really learn who it is you're trying to target in terms of selling your digitally based products and services, your knowledge online. And the first step in planning and composing a business message is to determine who that audience is and what their needs are. The second thing you would want to do is to pinpoint their needs. So after looking at that and doing some data research and looking at some Marcom video and looking at people's engagements and interactions out there, once you really understand where your niche fits in, it's much easier for you to pinpoint their needs. And once you know your audience and who they are, you can determine why they need to hear your message. Why are you putting yourself out there to let them know what you're selling, based on the fact that you know that your product or service solves a solution or field of interest for them. The very third thing is offer a solution. So immediately we're going to poise a statement about, in the event that they were to purchase your product, they would get ... They would receive ... You fill in the blank, but offer the solution to their problem. And then fourth, help them act immediately. We have so little time to grab people's attention online in terms of their interest when they come onto a landing page or a website. So you want to immediately bring them to a place where they can actually act via potentially a call to action. So once they've seen the copy or the presentation or the video, however you're deciding to present your online business plan, generally in copy, on a page, you can immediately lead them to solutions that they could purchase right there, which is going to create passive income. And then, of course, we need to create a marketing message. What should be included in a marketing message? Well, a good message, a good, strong marketing message should be engaging. And it should be to the point, and it should be memorable, and it should lead to a purchase decision almost right away, just based on the simplicity and the fact that they understand and they see what problem they could get resolved by purchasing your product. So the first thing you want to do is to know your target audience well now, based on the research that you did in terms of developing your core message. The difference in the marketing message is now we know who they are. We know exactly what they're seeking. We know how much attention they're giving these subjects based on interaction that we're watching out online, and potentially if they're communicating with you via social media. So now we've got a target audience to communicate with. And the second thing would be to focus on a few themes and to keep your message very simple. And it's very, very easy to get carried away and make your marketing message, too big and too grandiose and maybe offering too many things at once. So I really, really highly suggest that you keep your message simple and direct and to the point. The third thing would be to differentiate your product or service from your competitors' offerings. And that's going to take some time in terms of you doing some research out there to understand your niche, and then to be taking a look at other people who are actually out there offering some of the same products and services. And right there, you got to understand that the time you're going to spend to do that research will pay off huge in the long run. If you figure out a place, a stance, a position that you have in a solution that is unique from your competitors. It stands out from your competitors based on the fact that you've thought about this one or two or three things that your product or solution can resolve or solve for them in their field of interest. And the fourth thing would be to emphasize what's fresh and new about your product or services. And it's so amazing and so cool and so awesome in terms of creating digital, online-based, knowledge-based products, in that if you're shooting video, which I highly recommend be a core component of your strategy to make passive income online, and it should be incorporated into your products. It is a component of your marketing in terms of how you're marketing your products and services and bringing those to the table, that you actually emphasize what is fresh and new about you through video content that can easily make that distinction, and that can all be purveyed and done with solely your personality. If you're highly passionate about what you're selling, you're highly passionate about what the service or product offers the potential prospect turning into a customer if they purchase, just you being fired up and you being core focused and you really knowing your field of expertise and having that knowledge can be the 100,000th of a second that it takes to pull them across the line for the sale. And of course, the last thing that we would want to incorporate would be, what is your product or service? So we're going to need a description. You need a description of your products and services to include benefits that serve the potential client or the customer, and those products and services, what they provide, as well as return on investment, ROI. and the benefits that your products and services provide once purchased. And so if you really strategize, in the long haul, if you're going to be creating courseware content and courses online, of course, you constantly got an opportunity to cross-sell and upsell here. You made a course on one specific subject, and they learned that, and they see that, and they're learning about it strictly by looking at your overview, looking at your business plan, and understanding what you provide. And now they're really interested because they can see the lead into learning something else. And of course, every course becomes a piece of revenue. It becomes money into your bank account as passive income online. So with that said, I'm going to go into what you should do next. Here are the steps that I think are vital to actually moving your business plan forward. Okay, so now that we've got that knocked out and we know what our business plan has to be, how to create one, what an outline looks like, really the next step is to sit down and execute. And you really owe it to yourself to do so. If you just take 1 hour or 2 hours during the course of a day this week and really define what you're going to do to fill in the blanks with each subject that we covered. Your overview, your message, your marketing message, what your products and services offer to a potential prospect in terms of problem resolution or field of interest in terms of what they're trying to accomplish. And once we have that locked down and you start to see the finalization of that, you're going to feel very proud of yourself, and you're going to feel like you've really got a core focus on, okay, I know exactly what the focus of my business is. My business plan has been achieved, and then it's a process of next steps, like what to do next. And I really believe that you should just jot down kind of a rough draft of an online business expenses list. That's a tongue twister. And what I really recommend is you thinking about some small things that you probably will need right out of the gate that are very inexpensive but will help you in the long haul. And that, those things are like web hosting. If you're going to have a landing page and a website, which I highly recommend over time. Of course, you don't need to start there right off the bat. You can just use social media in the very beginning, which is completely and totally free. And you can utilize YouTube as well, which is also completely and totally free. But over time, you are going to need a hosting company, and there are services out there that are free to paid, and many of them are incredibly affordable. I happen to use HostGator to host all of my websites. I have multiple websites and websites I've designed for customers and my coaching clients. $15 a year per domain and an immeasurable amount of space and the ability to really grow that. So definitely look into that. Things like utilizing free graphic design programs in the beginning. I definitely highly recommend this, but on your expenses checklist, write down, okay, I'm gonna go take 15, 20 minutes and I'm gonna learn some products. I'm gonna learn maybe some Adobe products, or I'm gonna learn some other companies out there that can provide me graphic design software that I would need moving forward. These are the types of things I would look into. Your YouTube channel, you might want to consider, okay, I'm going to set aside maybe 1-2 hours to, in the course of this week to just do nothing but learning. I'm going to get online and I'm going to learn about how much advertising costs once I'm ready to move forward selling my digital products and services online with YouTube ads, with Google AdWord, things like that. And you can actually contact me via launchexposed.com as well. If you've got questions, potentially we could set up a Zoom call, and I will offer you one free training to come in and ask me any questions about any of those criteria, and I can give you some additional information and move you forward. And I will be providing additional courses on each of those subjects to move you through the process of building your online business and creating passive income online. But just stay fired up, keep that passion and focus, grind, hustle, execution are gonna get you there, and now you have your business plan out in front of you. I really, really hope that you sit down and really commit the time to yourself and your success to make that happen. Let's move on to the next lesson. Thanks so much for watching the video and for your interest in building passive income online. And if you're interested in any additional information on my online business jumpstart kit, check out the link in the description below, and you can visit my website, sign up on my list, and I can definitely give you information when it's going to be available. It's going to cover all the things that you need in a very basic, very straightforward way in terms of getting going, building passive income online, and building a business online, and doing what you love for work. Determining your passion, building your business plan, building your brand, how to utilize social media to market your products and services, how to create a YouTube channel, and so on. So I really invite you to do that. And if you found the information resourceful and helpful, once again, please subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. And here's to making passive income online.